Hey, it's me again. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about the fact that I completely disagree with coddling um, people who see themselves as unattractive, people who believe, well, they might just be unattractive. Let me not sugarcoat it. uh, yeah, let me get straight into it. I was like very much with ugly solidarity until I realized y'all were completely full of shit. And it became this whole thing where you're hiding under the guise of, tearing down oppressive systems and the patriarchy to basically like switch the system and to oppress attractive people, privileged people, and like anything that's the opposite of you and that they feel is the opposite of them and that they feel insecure about. And it led me to this question in my head. And it just kept going. And I was just like, yeah, I have to make a video about this. Why do we have to coddle them? I like before I used to think to myself, oh no, they need help. You know, like I just I don't want to cry for them. I really don't. I don't want to sit in a circle and cry like we're in the movie. What's it called? Midsummer. Midsummer. Yeah, I butchered that, but none of your business. I just don't think they deserve it. I really don't. Y'all can call me a bitch. I already know. I've claimed that title. Um, but make sure to put bad in front of it. Yep. Yep. Mm. But yeah, moving back to my point. I just think they blow it way out of proportion. I've seen so many women, more so women than men, who I think are beautiful, right? But they don't take care of their hair. I've said this before, but I'm gonna keep saying it. If you, they don't take care of their hair, they don't take care of their skin. You stink. Um, you're fat. You know, we have like standards for a reason. And I don't know why they want to like. I'm convinced they really, genuinely want to now switch it, right? Because they cannot live up to this standard, and they uh, just think it's so unfair to say, well, if you wash your face and you do your hair and work out a little bit, maybe some people would like you. Maybe if you were a nice person, people would like you. And you know I just I just think their personalities are actually like uglier than their faces. I really do. I really do. I've like there have been plenty of unconventionally attractive people who have found love and lived happy lives, and but how they did it? They had good personalities, or they had enough social skills to be able to maintain relationships. You could argue that the beauty standards are higher now, yes, but well, the Hollywood standards are higher, but regular everyday people, I don't think they care. I really don't. I go out into the street every day. People do not care. Um, People uphold like Beyonce as well. In the black community, you have to be like Beyonce. Where? Where? In Hollywood? Yeah. In Houston, where there's every woman is a yellow bone with green eyes and Hawaiian silky. Uh, must be it. But y'all, what happened to the kind uglies? You remember the unspoken rule. You had to have a great personality if you weren't pretty. Now it's like you can be the ugliest, meanest person, hit in the face and body, all of it, you know? And you can still claim you're a victim, that everybody's oppressing you, that everybody's racist if they don't like you, that they're colorist, that they're fat phobic. Da, da, da. Ugh, girl, you're exhausting. Yeah, I just, oh my God. And these will be the same people trying to actively bully women who they think are conventionally attractive. Think of how many TikTokers, like, what's that woman's name? The one who went viral for her nose. Yeah, she's like a brunette. And people were so mad. People were like, "Oh no, this is upset. This is upholding Eurocentric beauty standards." Da da da. I was like, "Oh my god, she's pretty. She's pretty." I don't. Yeah, but I just these people have anger that is misplaced because baby, I did not push your big fat fucking head out of my vajayjay. I did not. That's your mama's fault and that's your father's fault. You need to go to your father and your mother and your grandmas and your aunties. You need to go to all those people, your ancestors. Yep, your ancestors, and ask them why they gave up, why they dated a beluga, why they procreated with people who are just not it. Ask them that. And, you know, these people also kind of like suspend reality and, think it's almost like they want us to believe that things like having an underbite, being like very overweight, severe acne, and stuff like that, that we should all see them as like attractive and things like that. Babes, they're literally, these are like biological things where, um, you know, they to look for a good mate, you would need you would hope they have good skin. You would hope that they, you know, have like all their teeth and, you know, are physically fit and things like that. That's not, I understand that there's like social norms and different like beauty standards and stuff like that. And, through us becoming a more developed society and things like that, it's gotten to a point where, it can be harmful. Yeah. Yeah. I can totally say that. But I just don't think that I should now take abuse from people who look like Quasimodo. And, the world needs to just suddenly change for them. We we should stop thinking anybody's ugly or pretty. And the people who are like, oh my god, you know, oh, everyone's beautiful. I hate them so much. Oh my god. You're such a liar. You are such a liar. You know damn well uh, that bitch is ugly. You know damn well that man is ugly. Why can we call men ugly all the time, but as soon as you call a woman ugly, oh my god, you're a pick me, you're evil. But the bitch is ugly. You are. And that's not, you know, it's not your fault to an extent, but it's not mine either. And you trying to do this thing where you're trying to humble me, where you're trying to humble other, pretty women, privileged women, all of these things, it makes you look crazy, you know? It makes you look crazy. You're not going to get a man. You're not going to have friends having a horrible personality and forcing everybody to like you. Nobody likes people like that. It doesn't work like that. Um, And they just think if they keep making TikToks, if they keep writing these Twitter dissertations with the terms they learned in their psychology class, that they, oh yeah, they're gonna change the world. They're just, you know, they're the next Martin Luther King, you know? I just, uh, if they talk about how beauty standards are rooted in fascism and the alt-right pipeline one more time when somebody calls a woman who fits the beauty standard pretty, I am going to lose it. I genuinely cannot. It's so ridiculous. Has anyone noticed how many things are being tied to the alt right pipeline? Everything. Oh my god. I swear. Then they'll start saying, you know, if you eat mangoes, yeah, you're on the alt right pipeline. Yep. Mangoes are gonna lead you to start wearing a MAGA hat and deporting Mexicans. Are you their brains? I just cannot. Like, I know, I've kind of been told before that I kind of sound like a dumb blonde valley girl. Love it. Don't care. I know that's going to be a criticism, but I don't think people understand that when you can tell when people are using words that they do not understand, that they have not. What happened to Google searching words? You know, Google is free. How are you not searching these words where you're making all these Twitter posts and stuff like that? I just, nobody's gonna start praising you, Beluga. Like, let's move on to the tweet that I saw. It was so dumb. And of course, let's read it for the people who are not like watching watching it right now. Let me just pull it up. So this person says, so are beautiful people bad people? Yes, because they benefit from a violent system of lookism and they seek either actively or passively to maintain that system. She misspelled system. Despite the violence that it subjects on those constructed politically as ugly. A whole lot of nothing. All those words and still dumb. All those words and still a beluga. Please look to the screen. Who is that you see? A beluga, of course. Every single time. Every single time. Oh my God. Who cares? A violent system of lookism. Ma'am, are ugly people being whipped in the streets? Are ugly people being enslaved right now? Are y'all being put in camps? Don't get me mad. And seeking actively or passively to maintain that system despite the violence that it subjects on those constructed politically as ugly. Well, am these are the people who want you to like march in the streets for every cause, for every cause. Well, only if it's really, affects them, if they care about it. Anything else, oh no. Marching for um mixed people, marching for pretty women, no, won't do that. No. Even if you pander, they won't do it. Who cares? Who cares? Oh, the pretty girl's in trouble. The pretty girl was abused. Look how they treated Cassie. They didn't give a fuck. They did not care at all. Oh my God. It was terrible. It was terrible. It's disgusting. You know, I just, it's not people's job to dismantle these systems. You need to go to the owner. Y'all are too busy dating the white man. Go to the white man to disassemble this Eurocentric beauty standard because I already know she's gonna pull that out her ass. I already know. I already know. And y'all are gonna hate me for this. But I keep thinking in my head every time somebody complains about like the beauty standard in like say LA or something like that. I'm I am definitely going to make a video about people always complaining, "Oh my god, I moved to LA and I'm ugly." Yes. You didn't know this? Why would you move to LA of all places? People are hungry there. People are go-getters there. How many businesses came from LA? Like, are you dumb? Like, yeah, but yeah, it's not anyone else's job. You need to go to that white man you're trying to get that pink peen from, that you're trying to get that loan from. Go to him. Stop coming to me. It's not my fault. You know, and the thing is, they see you doing your like beauty maintenance and all of that, right? They see you praising other pretty people and things like that. And they see it as this is what they see as maintaining that system. They really want to dismantle all of it and just erase all of it unless they can flip it, right? Like how they want to flip colorism and racism and all of these things and phobia. Like it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh my god. And then the line about constructed politically as ugly. Ma'am, what does politics have to do with this? Now, yes, there are. Mm, I guess you could argue with the history of the U.S. and I'm assuming she's from the U.S. But with the history of even if it wasn't the U.S., but that there's been different racial classifications, and I've mentioned how like Italian people were not seen as white, and then when it became beneficial to for the state to see them as white, because I guess because they needed more white bodies or something like that, um then they were white. And before, I've seen many things. I forgot her channel is like NYTN. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And how like they would be called ugly and things like that and just really discriminated against. So I can sort of understand, but this it feels like a reach because I feel like you're not really talking about that. They never really talk about, oh, because of colonialism and the mixing and the house slave, field slave. It always goes back to Hollywood. And I'm not in a movie. This dark skinned woman isn't in a movie. So it no. So I'm being seen politically as ugly. Yeah. It's always that. It never amounts to something serious. Like women, like darker skinned people being more likely to be arrested and face harsher punishments. Where's all of this? Y'all claim are always talking about the police. Why would you not bring this up? I But yes, that's the end of my rant. Another incoherent rant. Hope you guys loved it. Bye. Love you. Mama.